Have you checked the children? Your little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Sometimes that is better.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Howdy folks, welcome back to the Horror Show. I'm Robert Duell.
And you got Jaime and Fuego here for a long overdue patron request. This is from our dude Teddy Brown. This is the 2016 film that we had the chance to see, Cecil and myself actually, at the Phoenix Film Festival / International Horror and Sci-Fi Film Festival that year. But unfortunately, there was some scheduling conflicts, and it was one of the few that we did not get to see. We even interviewed one of the actors, Michael Merchant, who is in this film. I had the opportunity to talk with him, and I think I even talked with the directors at one particular point as well. It won Best Feature of the Fest. It's definitely not a film for everybody. Night of Something Strange, and I was amused by it, but it is most definitely, as far as over-the-top, gross, inspired by the likes of Dead Alive by Peter Jackson, before that, Evil Dead 2, and things of that nature, as far as, like, very over-the-top, gross, gory horror. This one took it into more of the sex territory of sorts, and so I could see that being off-putting for some. I was amused, though. Honestly, I was. I laughed a lot about just the utter disgusting absurdity of this film. So I was entertained. I can't say I loved it or anything, but I was entertained. I know your thoughts were a little bit different about this.
Okay, and basically this is also speaking for Cecil as well. I liked aspects of this movie. I found myself laughing at times, but more so than not, I was just more grossed out on just the actual basis of the story, on why and what was going on. It was fucking gross.
Yeah.
Like that opening scene, like, I'm sorry, I can't get basically zombie rape.
No.
Or rape, whatever we can say. If we have to bleep that out, do it. Yeah, I can't. I don't know. I had some fun with this movie on certain scenes. It was over the top and ridiculous. So yeah, it was kind of funny, but I don't know. I didn't like this movie as much as I thought I was going to.
And I liked it more than I thought I was going to. So I guess that's a decent counterbalance. But I mean, yeah. Once again, it's not for the faint of heart with some of the stuff that they portray. It's funny how in the same week I watched The Corpse of Anna Fritz, which was about corpse rapage.
And the same.
I watched Night of Something Strange. I'm like, well, they're approaching it in a more lighthhearted manner, but still, why so much rape, guys?
I know.
Especially
I watched Anna
rape.
Fritz, and then it was this, and it was like, oh my god, what the hell are we watching?
But so it is kind of, it follows contracted. It's kind of that whole, okay, you have an STD that can be passed around as we segue in the story, from person to person, but it is sex related, so it's not your typical zombie thing where, like a bite or a scratch or whatever. But even at times I feel like the rules weren't always completely explained in certain essences. So I don't know, but it's of
so many plot holes.
It's of your stereotypical ilk where you've got a bunch of kids that they're going on this post-school vacation, and there's the fighting couple. There's also your token stoner black dude. There's the fat kid that everybody makes fun of. A bunch of assholes and
rich douchebag.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got all of your very one-dimensional caricatures in this. Really, for me, I mean, it's as we'll get to the end of it, the saving grace was how insanely written these death sequences were for a lot of people, and that's the selling point for me. None of the performances, as we will touch on briefly, were that lastingly amazing or anything like that. And some of the like the segueing from one little love story to another after that breakup between two of the characters, I was like, okay, this is whatever. It can be expected. Desperate times, and people get close. I don't know, but yeah, it's just a series of the whole transmission from our patient zero, which is the corpse raper. And he just God, the scene in the bathroom where the one girl, they stop at the
oh my god,
they stop at the corner store in the middle of nowhere, and she has her period and takes out the crazy patient zero guy goes and he fishes the tampon out, and this movie goes so over the top in its gross out gags. Yeah, she was hovering over, and I've had female friends who were like, I had to use this girl's bathroom one time, and I was not putting my butt on that seat. I'm like, I don't blame you. And she's like, I was like trying to do the hover. At least with guys, they just whip it out and piss unless you're taking a dump or something. But I mean, nonetheless, there is just grimy, gross set piece and death after another throughout this entire movie. So that's where the writing shines for me, because a lot of the humor and the dialogue just did not work, and perhaps it was purposefully hammy and stupid. I'll give it that, but.
The real humor came from definitely the death scenes and everything, and then also,
although the stoner black dude, he wasn't funny, and I've seen
he was very hit and miss. Like he had one or two nice little quips that were humorous, but no, he was not very funny for.
Where he was trying to hit on the one girl when he's like rolling up the J and stuff.
Yeah,
like, come on, show me them titties or whatever.
Yeah, god damn it.
Yeah. When you write characters that stereotypically, whether it's the friend making fun of the fat kid or the stoner black dude or whatever it is,
but he got his karma though.
Oh, he did, and that's where I will say.
How did you not realize that was?
You thought that was your girlfriend?
How the hell?
Really?
Really? I don't care.
There's
how
a lot more to
drunk
grab
you are.
onto, bro. A lot more. That was the one scene in the film
and nothing is that enlarged.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
And the dude who was the pitcher in that particular scene, Michael Merchant, he's my friend on Facebook. He's a really sweet dude. He was a fun interview. But I can see in hindsight after watching this film why he was just kind of like, when he was doing the interview with me and just mentioning some of the set pieces that he got himself involved with in it. It's
man.
that is the one where I just kind of rolled my eyes and I was like, oh my god, this is too outlandish. And then when the cop
that's a dog scene, basically.
Comes in and the cop is like, he's like, what are you two doing? He's like, oh well, he's just really tired. And he's like spooning him because he's stuck inside the butt.
Yeah, it's like when a dog gets stuck inside of another dog.
Yeah,
can't get out.
You've ever seen that before?
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they're stuck in there like ass to ass, and they're just running around, and it's kind of like that. Yeah,
and then
so
that 40 gallons of jizz.
They went for it. I guess that's a good enough. I mean, we've kind of touched on the acting and the schlocky silliness of it and everything. I mean, the effects are they are, for me at least, pretty impressively done.
Don't get me wrong. I will say I definitely enjoyed the practical effects and what they did with the makeup and everything like that.
Yeah.
It was everything else about this movie that I didn't like.
Yeah, some of the gross out design. I mean, we're talking like cocks and all kinds of crazy stuff. This movie was just so. There's so much over the top insanity, grossness to it. I will say I did like the ending. Something that happens with a character.
Dude, that was hilarious. I lost my shit on that.
I was actually just like, it reminded me.
I'm your hero now.
And that reminded me of the bit in Feast where the hero shows up.
Yes.
And he's just he's like super badass, and then the thing just kills him right away. He gets pulled out the window.
I love those Feast movies, man.
They're pretty damn. That was the Project Greenlight, I think, right?
Yep. From Affleck. Yep. I remember watching that
was
when
the
they were
Ballman fan, Joe.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Now they're off camera. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's a showrunner, Cecil Laird, just chiming in briefly. But so I mean, this movie is not without its merits from a creative, practical standpoint, but it kind of knows what it is, which I will at least give them credit for that. It doesn't try to be anything that it's not.
No.
It is offensive, gross out ridiculousness, and for that reason, I was entertained. This is not like up there with Dead Alive or Evil Dead 2 Army of Darkness, which is where it obviously derived a lot of inspiration, but I enjoyed it. So not for everybody, as you've kind of doubled down on Cecil.
Yeah.
Cecil's not a part of this review because it was a little bit much for him too, as Robert mentioned already. So what are you gonna do, man?
Yeah, but like we were saying though, like practical effects and the makeup and stuff like that. That was the best part of this movie.
Absolutely. Cecil, Susie tried putting on this movie and she had her little chillin' down. She turned it off right away. She's like, nope,
can't do it.
Nope, not having it.
No, but honestly though, it's like. If you're to watch this movie,
it's free on Tubi.
It is
free. You got
free.
like 80 minutes to waste. So.
Take a big old chunk of a fat rock of salt.
The version is not the full version.
Really?
I watched it. It is about 20 minutes short, and it cuts out all the gore.
Really?
something.
The one that I watched was
Yeah, but
No, one of the ones I watched did not. It was
Really?
not
'Cause the
worth it.
Tubi one that I
it might have
watched-
been the YouTube one that I
the
was
Tubi
watching.
one that I
Probably.
watched
It
was
was the YouTube one. I was
disgusting.
watching.
Yeah,
don't watch it on YouTube.
Yeah,
Don't watch it
okay,
on
Don't
YouTube,
watch
yeah.
it on YouTube. Watch
Watch
it
it
on
on
Tubi.
Tubi, Tubi,
Yeah.
because that movie was like I'm like I don't know what they
Yeah.
did to cut out. Like,
YouTube
the one
cut
that
out.
I watched
Yeah,
Dude,
was
it cut out
horribly
20 minutes of the
offensive.
movie.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Then they
Someone-
pretty much
someone
probably
played
cut out
it
all the
bad.
best
It's
stuff.
It's on YouTube, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think Susie might have watched there.
yeah the big old jizz splash and you know,
Yeah,
some of
that
it,
poor
like,
cop.
no, I'm like
He just-
it was like acid jizz or whatever.
Yeah, literally. Okay, so real quick, guys, I'm just gonna explain this scene for you, okay?
Do it.
So we got our patient zero, pretty much like it comes up out of nowhere and everything, literally like fucking left field with a bowling ball, just out of nowhere. You got this cop gun drawn on our other main characters. And
I like
everything.
that analogy. That's
Yeah,
funny.
not paying attention, and basically gets his attention, and you got our patient zero, literally in the back, just going at it and everything is boom.
Yeah.
Like 40 gallons. Yeah, 40 gallons of fucking acid jizz all over this cop.
Where are you
just
hiding all that
melts
stuff,
him and
man?
everything. Yeah.
Like you're emptying your
He's
guts
basically
or
got
something.
elephantitis in his testicles and just pushing out everything from fucking 30 years of life. It's, oh my god. That,
Tubi,
Yeah.
if you want to
honestly, yeah.
if you can stomach it. Yeah, but once again, go in to realizing what you're getting
Yeah,
yourself
it's
into.
not a serious movie. It's fucking gross. And there, like a couple, like the basis of the story is a really sensitive topic.
Yeah.
Like especially after what happens when he gets home. Like that scene, I fucking hated that scene.
With the patient zero and the girlfriend or
Yeah,
whatever. And
whoever she was, I don't know.
significant other.
Something
we'll just say.
that was
Yeah.
that was gross. But yeah, huge grain of salt if you watch this movie. Like yeah, I don't know.
Thanks, Teddy.
Yeah,
we
I'm sorry.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah, Don't- like we said though, practical
Yeah.
effect and everything
Yeah.
else that was solid. That was the saving grace of this movie.
Yeah, it's not without its merits, but
And honestly,
yeah,
even
definitely
the
not
ending,
for everybody.
the ending pretty much like that helped me like it just that little bit more. But
Same.
still, I don't plan to rewatch this.
There you have it, everybody. That's our review of Night of Something Strange, a few years overdue, but we did eventually get to it. So shout out once again to Teddy Brown.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate your patronage, and if you want to become a patron yourself, we've got the link in the description below. You can request movies like Teddy for us to review. You can jump a little higher in tiers and request a commentary. We also do stuff like if you want to be super supportive, our monthly boogie box where we curate a package we send out to you with all kinds of goodies from different horror friends of ours that we get sent. And yeah, it's something personally put together by all of your scarific peeps over here. And like, share,
yeah.
subscribe too, Roy.
Yes, sir. You know, that nice, pretty little bell and everything. Got all of our notifications. So other than that, I think that'll pretty much do it. Our review of Night of Something Strange.
Damn easy.
All right. So yeah, I've been Robert Duell,
Gracias, Jaime, and Fuego.
and remember,
Stay scared.